Okay, I'm about to come up there right now.
Excuse me, why would you just look at him like that? Like, we both saw you just switch your purse.
Oh, I'm sorry. It kind of caught me off guard that they called me out on it, and I don't know, I guess it was habit. I didn't realize I even did it.
Why did you grab your purse? Like, why did you switch your purse to the other side?
Honestly, if he would have been a white boy, I probably wouldn't have done it, but because he's black, it was instinct.
What was your first instinct?
It was my first instinct to guard my purse.
Oh, because you thought he was going to steal it or something?
Potentially, yes.
How did you feel about her switching her purse?
Man, it always happens.
Oh, so this happens, like, every day?
All the time. This happens all the time, you know. I mean, just a regular person that just be trying to get to where I got to get, and, you know, they just think otherwise. And it's really hard because it's like every day it's like this. I just don't understand every day.
Or just, potentially, a white person could do the same thing you did, right? And
right.
She wouldn't even have moved her purse.
Like, it's not okay. I mean, they don't know me. They don't know that, you know, they just look at me as a thug, and I'm really not. You know, I'm in school full time, and I'm making goals, achieving goals. But the thing is, it's like they just still look at me as this stereotype person. And you shouldn't look at me as a stereotype person.
How did you feel being a bystander in that situation?
I felt kind of disrespected, even though it didn't happen to me. Like, just watching it, I just felt violated myself. Like, I watched the whole thing happen, and she didn't even notice what she was doing. I could tell it was her first instinct. So after the occurrence in the elevator, I realized that I had responded the way I did because the only thing I could do was to confront her for her wrongdoing. I was a bystander, but I knew exactly what was going on. She had to realize that at least that she was in the wrong and that I had recognized it. I wouldn't say there was any other way to handle the situation because saying nothing would have allowed her to think that nothing was wrong with what she did at all. And challenging the situation individually was the best way to gain her awareness because it allowed her to realize her wrongdoing. In regards to agency to structure, she may have acted that way because of her structure in life, her general structure in life, and her general environment and surroundings, but she is her own agent, and she has her own free will and her own choice to grab, and she had her own choice to actually grab her purse the way she did and pursue her being prejudiced. This was an example of social inequality because of specifically symbolic interactionism that said that social inequality was the way that it is communicated in everyday encounters. This was an everyday encounter, like he stated. It was small. It wasn't a huge ordeal, but this can happen daily to many African Americans, and it showed her ability to feel superior and to make him feel inferior. Even though she didn't know the man at all, she was suspicious of him regardless. The situation made the boy feel like he was negatively privileged and he didn't stand a chance compared to her because of social class. In a way, she made him feel inferior when she clutched her purse tighter when he got closer to her. His social class was definitely being tested here, and it was specifically tested because of his race and her being able to categorize him in the black group by whatever she thought of that group to be in her own head, in her own perception. The way she acted definitely tested her idea of wealth and income and what he made because she was worried about guarding her own materials while questioning his and his ability. She didn't know his income status or his wealth at all, but she just questioned that he was less fortunate and probably wanted whatever she had. Important historical events have happened and have been happening recently and over the past few years that has allowed everyone in our society to be more prejudiced towards African Americans. For example, police brutality and police pulling over black people while driving. Like Sandra Bland, and spotting those who may look suspicious, like Trayvon Martin. It's not completely our own fault that we are prejudiced towards specific groups, but our judicial system has helped impact our daily decisions to maintain that social injustice, and it has affected our social order and our social stratification.